Imagine your car breaks down tomorrow. The repair costs $800. Do you have that money sitting somewhere safe, ready to use without touching a credit card? If the answer is no, you are not alone. Most people do not have enough cash set aside for unexpected expenses. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what an emergency fund is, why it matters, and how to build one step by step, even if you are starting from zero. An emergency fund is a pile of money you keep separate from your regular spending money. Its only job is to cover unexpected expenses. Think of it as a financial cushion. When life throws something at you, a medical bill, a broken appliance, a sudden job loss, you reach for this cushion instead of reaching for a credit card or a high-interest loan. The key word here is liquid. That means the money is easy to access quickly. You do not want it locked up in an investment account that takes days to withdraw from or charges penalties. Most people keep an emergency fund in a regular savings account at a bank, not a checking account where you pay bills, and not an investment. Just a plain savings account. How much should you save? The common advice is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That sounds like a huge number if you have never saved before, and that is okay. We will break it down. Living expenses means the money you need to survive each month. Rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments. Not the money you spend on fun stuff. Just the basics. If you spend $2,000 a month on necessities, 6 months of expenses would be $12,000. If that feels overwhelming, start smaller. Even $500 is a strong start. Even 1 month of expenses gives you breathing room. The goal is progress, not perfection. Why does this matter? Because life is unpredictable. Jobs end, cars break, people get sick. Without an emergency fund, a single surprise expense can spiral into debt. You put it on a credit card. The balance grows. You pay interest. Suddenly, a $600 problem costs you $900 over time. An emergency fund stops that spiral before it starts. It is not about being pessimistic. It is about being prepared. Think of it like wearing a seatbelt. You do not put it on because you plan to crash. You put it on because crashes happen, and when they do, you want to be okay. Let us walk through an example step by step. Meet Alex. Alex is a generic person starting from zero. Alex brings home $2,500 a month after taxes. After paying rent, groceries, utilities, and the minimum payment on a student loan, Alex has $300 left over each month. That leftover amount is called discretionary income. Alex decides to build an emergency fund. First, Alex figures out the target. Alex looks at the monthly necessities. Rent is $1,000. Groceries are $300. Utilities are $150. The student loan minimum is $200. Transportation costs $100. That is a total of $1,750 in monthly basics. 3 months of expenses would be $5,250. 6 months would be $10,500. That feels huge. So Alex sets a smaller first goal, $1,000, just a starter emergency fund. Something that would cover a typical car repair or urgent doctor visit. Alex opens a separate savings account online, a different account from the checking account where paychecks land. This keeps the emergency money out of sight and out of mind. No debit card attached to this account, just a place to deposit and let it sit. Alex starts by saving $50 a month. That is a number that feels manageable without cutting into necessities. $50 a month means it will take 20 months to reach $1,000. That is almost 2 years. That is okay. Progress is progress. After 6 months, Alex has saved $300. Then Alex gets a tax refund of $400. Instead of spending it, Alex deposits the entire refund into the emergency fund. Now the balance is $700. A few months later, Alex picks up a small weekend side task that brings in an extra $100 a month. Alex adds that to the emergency fund too. Within 14 months, Alex hits $1,000. The first milestone. Alex does not stop there. The next goal is 3 months of expenses, which is $5,250. Alex keeps saving $50 a month from the paycheck, plus the $100 from the side income. That is $150 a month going into the fund. At that pace, it takes about 2 more years to reach the 3-month target. It is slow, but it is steady. And most importantly, it is real. One big misconception is that you should invest your emergency fund to make it grow faster. This sounds smart on the surface. Why let the money sit in a savings account earning almost nothing when you could put it in the stock market and get better returns? Here is why that is a mistake. An emergency fund is not about growth, it is about availability. The stock market goes up and down. If you lose your job and the market happens to be down 20% that month, you are forced to sell at a loss just to pay rent. That defeats the entire purpose. The emergency fund is not an investment, it is insurance. You are trading the possibility of higher returns for the guarantee of access. Yes, a savings account might only earn 0.5% in interest. That is fine. The value is not in the interest. The value is in knowing the money will be there, in full, the moment you need it. Keep your emergency fund boring. Keep it safe. Keep it liquid. Save growth and risk-taking for a separate pot of money that you do not need to touch in an emergency. Here is the single most important idea. An emergency fund is not about the amount you save. It is about the habit you build. Start small. Stay consistent. Keep it separate. Keep it boring. Even 1 month of expenses gives you options you did not have before. The point is not to finish fast. The point is to finish at all. Build the cushion now, so when life pushes, you do not fall. If this helped, hit subscribe. We explain money concepts like this every week. No jargon, no hype, just clarity. Next up, we are covering how compound interest actually works with real numbers. See you in the next one.